Hello, everyone.
Hi. So this is Tatjana
And Judith, hello.
and we come to you with the last Grand Prix of the series in the 24-25 season at the Cup of China. Yeah, and we will sum it up. It was an exciting event with some yeah, really tension until the last minute because to know who is going to make the final.
Yes, especially in the men's event, I think like we were not sure until the very last score came up if it would be Mikhail Shidorov or Daniel Grassl going to the final. So it was kind of exciting, and especially I think of the women's event where like the five top ladies were within 1 point after the short. So it was really exciting. So let's talk it through. And I think the first event was the ice dance, and the ice dance
Yes.
was also very exciting and very, very high quality event.
Yes, exactly. And it was for Charlene Guignard and Marco Fabri. They came to redeem themselves after their disappointment in Grand Prix de France. They had worked very hard and they made a lot of improvement, especially in their free dance. And so they were able to win and go into the final.
Yes, it really showed that it was so important to them. You could actually see the tension. Also, they were very pleased after their performance, but they were, I think, also a little unsure. But you talked to them. Maybe you can tell
Yeah,
about them more.
yeah. They
But
said it was very stressful for them because they didn't know what to expect. A lot of things have been going on, but they were, first of all, they were happy that they skated so much better than in France and that all the adjustments, improvements they had made to their free dance paid off. They said it's not like it was not the best performance ever, but it was a big step up. So they are now really looking forward to continue to grow and to develop this program and to make the changes they have made more smoother heading into the next events.
yes. Also, I really like the costumes, the new ones. They were just, I don't know, they were just overall so much better.
Yeah, they were, and it was. I talked to them also. I did an interview with them, and they said that really they realized that they were too much robots in the
Yeah.
first program, and it was exactly what I had thought that this program didn't do them justice because they are great skaters. They have great skating skills, and that kind of didn't come through in this program because, as they said, when you're a robot, you move like this but well, move like this. So they are really working on making that the upper body movement is more robot-like, but that the legs, that the feet, that they're
Smooth and
soft and gliding and show real ice dance. So we can look forward to see how this
further
continues.
developing. Yes.
Yeah.
And next chance they have in the final. And there they will be joined by Marjorie Lagerat and Zachary Laga, who I read also in the Mix Zone post. They said they were very nervous. It was, yeah, not easy because they knew they had to do, weren't allowed to do a big mistake in order to make it to the final. And you could also see the relief after they've done this. And yeah, they deserved their spot in the final. Two very solid performances here.
Yeah, they said, Zach actually said that competing is not fun. It's so nerve-wracking. And he hopes that one day he will reach the moment that he also enjoys competing.
Yeah, I hope that for him
It was
because
really a pleasure to watch. So,
yeah,
and
yeah.
Christina Carrera, Anthony Ponomarenko, they were pleased that they stayed on the podium, that they are building consistency because after being many times fourth, now they have a second Grand Prix medal under their belt this season because they had one before. They had some before, but there was a long time in between. They were almost
Yeah.
fourth, kind of.
Yeah, they were a
And,
bit unfortunate with their unexpected results. They have actually almost 10 points higher. They scored almost 10 points higher than Evgenia Leporeva and Jeffrey Bissot, who benefited of the disastrous free skate of Charlene and Marco. So, yeah, that's the sport. That's the sport. It was not working in their favor in order to make for the final, but maybe it will be their turn next year.
yes. Yeah, and Olivia and Tim, I want to Olivia's not Tim Geek. I want to mention because I love their free dance June, and again it brought them up. They moved up from fifth place, and they were even third in the free dance. And they are also very happy with how their season is going so far, with the development they've made. And they said they will continue to work, of course, on both programs, but especially on the rhythm dance, because this is a trickier program. They always have to catch up with the free dance. So they want to make sure that also the rhythm dance is really at the top level.
Yes, and I think they really are looking at that European podium.
Oh yeah. They said anything is possible, as we've seen in ice dance, and all these couples are very close.
Yes,
So
exactly. I
especially,
think
I
they
think
have a shot to make the
for
European.
the bronze medal battle should be very, very exciting.
Yes.
Yeah. Then the next were the ladies.
The ladies, and yeah, as I said before, there were 5 girls at the same spot basically after the short. 3 Japanese ladies, Cheon Kim and Amber Glenn. They were all in the same position. Amber had actually had her first kind of she made a mistake in the short. She fell on her combination and they gave her a quarter on the triple axel. Still with these mistakes, she was still able to score 70 points. This actually is also kind of an explanation mark. So, wow, like even with 2 mistakes, she can still score 70 points. But yeah, it was exciting. And Amber could deliver under the pressure. She had her best free skate of the season so far. It's so
It
impressive.
was very amazing, Amber. It was it was really interesting because she said after the short program she said that heading into the free skating with like virtually being tied with the other top skaters ladies um makes it easier for her,
Oh, I see.
because now it's not the mindset that you have to hold on something, you have a big lead, you are first, but now she says she can go like go out and fight for it, not hold back. And I think that in the end really worked for her, and she delivered that absolute great performance and
Yeah.
new personal best score.
Like she is so on this year and she will be at a home worlds in Boston. I don't know, I think
Yeah.
even Queen Kaori has to fear. If Amber can skate like this,
If Emma delivers, yeah.
she is
But
definitely.
now first is the Grand Prix final for
Yes.
her. And
Yeah,
that's been a big experience with five Japanese
Amber
girls.
against 5 Japanese. So,
Yeah.
2 Japanese joined this weekend. Well, of the ones that were here, Monechiba very convincingly had her second silver medal. She had 2 very, very solid performances. She is in such good shape. And yeah, also I think is with these performances contender for the Grand Prix final podium. Very, very strong. 2 very good programs for her. Also, her programs, they suit her very well this season, I think.
Yes.
Yeah. And also Rino Matsuike, who we saw last weekend, she also qualified for the final with her 2 silver medals. Yeah, it was because neither Rion Somiyoshi nor Rinka Watanabe could place on the podium or place second or higher. So yeah, we have
Yeah.
and the bronze medal here went to Cheon Kim, and actually I'm happy for her that she has her podium.
Yes. Yes, she delivered 2 very good performances, and I think that's a big confidence booster for her for the remainder of the season.
Yes.
Then the men.
The men, exactly, and the men were, yeah, another roller coaster.
Yes.
But we have Shun Sato of Japan winning his very first senior Grand Prix gold.
Yes, so he was of course excited and he was solid. I mean, there was one mistake in the free skating. He popped his plant quad flip, but the rest was solid. But the free skating, actually, the free skating was won by Michael Scheidorov, and he almost could have won overall if he didn't have that stupid little slip in the choreo sequence.
Yeah,
So
that was the win, and that was the final.
Yeah, that was really.
He would have been in the final. Because
Yeah, he said he was sad that he doesn't make the final, but he said he hopes to come back next year to China and win the gold medal and also
yeah,
qualify for the final.
because now he had
Yeah,
yes, last year he had a bronze, this year he had a silver, and
yes,
yeah.
he's climbing, and he landed his triple axel quad toe again.
Yeah, he's so consistent with that. It's amazing. And also, even though, I mean, right after his skate, he didn't know which placement he would get because I think he was third after the short. But he was
He
so
was
happy,
second after the short. Yeah.
he was so happy and excited about his score.
Oh
And
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, definitely. It was a big step up for him too. And he's also continuing to develop as a performer and as a skater. It's not only, and it's a very fun exhibition number as a panda bear that just in China, it of course was a big hit. Yeah, Adam saw him
He's such a fun
far.
guy. He seems a fun guy and like really great personality, and he shows this more and more on the ice.
Yeah, and Adam saw him far, got the bronze medal, so he qualified also for the final. But Adam had a few ups and downs, and unfortunately, he injured his ankle. He re-injured his ankle in the free skating when he missed his quad lats. He popped it and had an awkward landing, so he re-injured the ankle, but he nevertheless pushed through. There were some other mistakes also in the program. He could hold on to third place, but hopefully he did not participate in the gala. He had to go home and he will take care of his injury, and hopefully, fingers crossed, he will be healthy soon and can also participate in the final.
He
And
doesn't
if he
have
doesn't,
much time. He doesn't have much time,
no,
unfortunately.
he doesn't. So he seemed a little bit skeptical about it. We will see. If he doesn't go, it's Michael Scheidorf is the first substitute.
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, Nika Egatze was fourth again. Like he has this fourth place abonnement.
Yeah, it reminded me of Heian Lee, who also had fourth places in
yeah. Or Anthony and Christina before.
Yes, exactly. That's not a nice placement to be in. Maybe next year he can climb on the podium, but he really showed solid performances throughout the season yet. Like I think he's much more stable than in the previous seasons. And you will also see he definitely also is a contender for Europeans. And yeah, when he
Yeah.
beat he beat Matteo Rizzo here, he beat Denis Vasilyevs also at both Grand Prix. So he really is a contender.
Matteo's on the comeback trail still, but I think he's really doing well. His jumps the quads are not consistent yet, and right now he cannot still not do quad toe, but he goes for the quad loop. But overall, consistent performances, and that paid off for him.
Yes.
Dennis, I was so surprised, Denis Vasilyev, that he went for the quad in the short program.
And I was like, please, Dennis, don't do it at Europeans. Just don't.
I did not see that coming because in the training he was still doing a triple axel, and then well, okay, but he had a good free skate. I mean, the style was a double again, but
no, but he
really had a
he
good
went for a second quad and he landed it actually.
yeah, that's true.
And but he did this at one competition previously, I think sometime last season, that he was like, oh, then screw it. I think it was at Europeans even. Yeah, I'm going for a second one. And I think that Europeans last year he fell on the second one then, but this time he landed it. So I think he wanted to show everyone like, look, I have it, I can land it. But I still really wouldn't risk it for Europeans. Dennis, if you listen to this, probably you won't, but just don't.
in the short program, yeah,
Short and
it's
the free
maybe too
time,
much of a risk.
short, it's too risky. And people always say you cannot win the competition in the short, but you can lose it. And with the pop
Right.
style, he will lose. And
Yeah.
it's a little bit too risky. Yeah.
Okay, then the last one were the pairs. Yeah, the pairs also, we had a first time win for Sara Conte and Niccolo Macci. They were so excited. It meant a lot to them that finally, because they had lots of second places in the Grand Prix and never won. And this time it worked out for them. So very they were off over the moon. Yeah, you can
Yes,
say.
I know this team. I'm kind of sad that I wasn't there because if this team is happy, it's amazing. They wear their emotions on their sleeves, as you say.
Yeah, they're
Um,
Italians.
yeah.
Of
But it's
course they
amazing,
do.
very, very
Yeah,
deserved. And
so
actually, yeah, they have been to the Grand Prix final twice, but they've never won an event. So, and they've been on the Grand Prix final podium twice, but
yes,
no
they were
gold yet.
third, they were second. So they have a very good track record on the Grand Prix final. It was close because Minerva Hase and Nikita Volodin, they also put out two good performances. And if Nikita hadn't fallen in the step sequence, which is very unexpected in the short program, then they probably would have
Would
won.
have won.
But yeah, that were these points that they were lacking in the end. But they won the free skating. They put out another very solid free skating. And this is even more remarkable because Minerva was sick.
Yes.
She got some food poisoning right on the plane, she thinks. She says she's not sure what it was, what she ate. But then she arrived, she already felt sick, and then she was really sick, she couldn't eat. But then luckily it got better day by day. And even so, it was for her. She said it was very tough, especially the free skating. I mean, it's 4 minutes packed with difficulty, all these elements, these throws and lifts and jumps. And she said after each element, he was like, breathe, breathe. And she was so grateful also to her partner, to Nikita, that he supported her. And especially at the end, she said it was hard. And the coach was shouting from the boards because she had asked him to shout.
Yeah, to
And
push her
because
through.
she needed
Yeah.
that extra push. And so they were very pleased. And for them, it was like a silver medal with a golden lining, I would
Yeah.
say.
It's
And
nice
they're
to
also
hear
back in the final, of
yes.
course.
Yes. And
Yeah.
the
And Leah
bronze.
Perret, Trent Michaud, want to mention that they also came back from big disappointment from France. So they did not make the final this time. Like last year, they were in the final. But they have really improved a lot in this competition.
And I think they will be happy here with their bronze, and it's a way up for them. And yeah, it's probably a motivation for the rest of the season. And the Polish team, I think, was really happy with the fourth place. They're also improving more and more. They had a very good short, I think, in the free. They had a
Yeah.
few mistakes, but they're
And
very
it was still,
improved. Yeah.
yeah, and it was still personal best score for them. So that's good.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice to see. And they were in the gala and they were so happy that they got invited to the gala. Because Julia said that it was always her dream to be invited to the gala.
Oh wow. Yeah.
Yes,
No.
no, she was there. So
They're also
that's
both like very, very, very nice, very good personalities. They have a
yeah.
lot of things to say, very charming, and yeah.
Yeah, and get along also very well. They train a lot of the time also together with Minerva and Nikita.
Yeah.
Because Julia is originally she's from Switzerland, so obviously she speaks German, and it's her I would say probably her first language. She was born in Russia, but moved to Switzerland when she was young. And Michael also speaks a little German and also understands Russian, so they can communicate very well
Will
with
with the
Minerva.
Minerva and Nikita. Yeah. All right,
Yeah,
that
so
was
that
it.
was it, the last Grand Prix, and it was. I hope you followed all the way through from Skate America until the very end, and you had a blast. We hope it was certainly very exciting, and now we are looking forward to the final, which
We have
comes
one
up
week
very
break.
very soon.
1 week break,
Yeah,
and then we're
like
headed to
10
France.
days. Yeah, 10 days, like December 5th to 8th in Grenoble in France.
France. Right. So as we see you there, and we'll both be there in person. Very exciting. And yeah, have a good rest of the week.